Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. President Ram Nath Kovind says universities should engage students with rural population. India abstains from voting on UNSC resolution on situation in Ukraine. Calls to return to the path of diplomacy. Union Cabinet approves national rollout of Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission with budget of 1,600 crore rupees for 5 years. And Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya launches National Polio Immunization Drive for 2022. With the new Omicron variant of coronavirus causing concern, we appeal our listeners to be vigilant and to get fully vaccinated and help others, including children between 15 and 18 years, to get vaccinated. Please continue to follow these 3 simple steps to stay safe. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact National Helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and State Helpline number 18003450019. And now the news in detail. University communities can provide innovative solutions to local and national problems and should promote universities' social responsibilities, USR, like the corporate social responsibilities, said President Ram Nath Kovind at Dispur University in Sonitpur district of Assam. Delivering the 19th convocation address at the Central University today, Kovind said that universities should engage students with the rural population, and it is one of the key features of the university's social responsibility. Kovind said that northeastern states give high priority to organic farming, and the university can play a major role in branding and marketing of the agricultural produce, and the youths can play a lead role. The President also informed that with a view to make higher education more accessible, the central government has decided to establish a digital university to provide access to students all over the country a world-class education through technology with personalized learning experience. A resolution on the situation in Ukraine was tabled for action in the UN Security Council. In the 15-member council, the resolution received 11 votes in favor, Russia voted against it, and 3 nations, India, UAE, and China, abstained. Since Russia voted against the resolution, it was not passed as it was a veto against the resolution. India abstained and issued an explanation of vote, EOV, after the vote. In its EOV, India called for return to path of diplomacy. India also called for immediate cessation of violence and hostilities, as was also conveyed by Prime Minister Modi to President Putin. India's permanent representative to UN, T.S. Tirumurti, at UNSC meeting on Ukraine said that it is a matter of regret that the path of diplomacy was given up. Sources said by abstaining, India retained the option of reaching out to relevant sides in an effort to bridge the gap and find the middle ground with an aim to foster dialogue and diplomacy. Union Cabinet has approved the national rollout of Central Sector Scheme Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission (ABDM) with a budget of 1,600 crore rupees for 5 years. The National Health Authority will be the implementing agency of the scheme. Digital health solutions across healthcare ecosystem have proven to be of immense benefit over the years, with GoWin, Arogya Setu and e-Sanjeevani further demonstrating the role technology in enabling access to healthcare. Based on the foundations laid down in the form of Jantan, Aadhaar, mobile and other digital initiatives of the government, ABDM is creating a seamless online platform through the provision of a wide range of data, information and infrastructure services. As on Thursday, 17 crore 33 lakh 69,037 Ayushman Bharat health accounts have been created, and 10,114 doctors and 17,319 health facilities have been registered in ABDM. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya has launched the National Polio Immunization Drive for 2022 by administering polio drops to children below 5 years of age in New Delhi today. Addressing the occasion, Dr. Mandaviya said that India's strategic fight against polio is a success story of our public health policy against vaccine-preventable diseases. He said that we need to continue to be vigilant and ensure that every child under 5 years of age must get polio drops. The health minister encouraged family members and NGOs to come forward in order to give polio drops to children below the age of 5 years. The minister said that by providing vaccination to children, we provide them protection from the disease. Nagaland will join the rest of the nation in launching the nationwide Immunization Day tomorrow. The state launching program will be held at UPHC Sekazo, where Principal Director, Directorate of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Nikrele Kimiao, will launch the National Immunization Day. 2,206 polio booths are being set up across the state, which will be manned by 9,906 health workers and 441 supervisors. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that the government is making efforts to build health infrastructure in the country which is beyond the big cities with the spirit of One India, One Health. He emphasized that essential health facilities be brought in villages at block and district level. Prime Minister said government has adopted a holistic approach in the healthcare system and focus is on health and wellness equally in order to make the country's healthcare more inclusive and strong. Nagaland today reported 6 new positive cases of COVID-19 and 1 death related to the disease. Of the new cases, 3 were recorded in Dimapur, 2 in Kohima and 1 in Woka, while the lone death was reported from Dimapur. The state also registered 16 recoveries, taking the total recovered cases to 33,040. The state's total caseload currently stands at 35,401 with 128 active cases, while death due to COVID increased to 751. The weekly COVID-19 bulletin issued by the State Health Department has indicated that new cases continued to decline over the last 4 weeks. During the week, 55 new cases were registered with a weekly sample positivity rate of 1.9%. All districts reported weekly sample positivity rate of less than 5%. The bulletin also noted that while 1 death related to the infection was reported from the week, new admissions in COVID-19 hospitals continued to show a decline, with 8 registered in the week. Meanwhile, 15.45 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered across the state so far. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi, Chief Minister Nipirio and Deputy Chief Minister Y. Button have condoled the demise of former Minister and ex-Western Semi-Hoho President Dr. Kagedo Zumome, who passed away today at Dimapur. Professor Mukhi said the state has lost a dedicated and sincere public leader, and Dr. Zumome's relentless services towards the people of Nagaland in general and Western Semis in particular would be remembered for the years to come. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Rio said Dr. Zumome was a sincere and upright leader with genuine concerns for the welfare of the society, especially those of the marginalized. Deputy Chief Minister Button tweeted that the immense contributions made by Dr. Zumome towards the Naga society throughout his illustrious life would never be forgotten. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in a Man Ki Baat program on All India Radio tomorrow. It will be the 86th episode of the monthly radio program. Man Ki Baat will be broadcast on the entire network of AIR and Doordarshan, AIR News website and News on Air mobile app. It will also be streamed live on the YouTube channels of AIR News, DD News, PMO and Information Broadcasting Ministry. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. President Ram Nath Kovind says universities should engage students with rural population. India abstains from voting on UNSC resolution on situation in Ukraine, calls to return to the path of diplomacy. Union Cabinet approves national rollout of Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission with a budget of 1,600 crore rupees for 5 years. And Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya launches National Polio Immunization Drive for 2022. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.